Happy Friday, everybody. I am coming back today to talk to you about the 4 pages your therapy website needs. So I'm carrying on with the series. If you missed the first 2 videos, on Monday I discussed an overview of the 4 pages that you need. Wednesday I talked about your homepage and I broke down what you needed for that. So if you've missed those posts, let me know in the comments and I will make sure to tag you, or you can find them in the video section of this group. Okay, just in case you don't know who I am, I'm trying to be better about introducing myself. My name is Kate. My business is called studioktr, and I work with therapists, healers, and coaches, and other conscious businesses, helping them to up-level their business through website and brand makeovers, so that they can stand out, take bigger opportunities, banish the feelings of having an amateur business, and be taken seriously in their industry. Okay, so I'm going to make this short and sweet. I try to keep all my videos under 10 minutes if possible. And today we are talking about your About Me page. So as an example, when we're done talking, if you want to hop over to my website, you can see how I've implemented this formula into my About Me page in case you need something concrete to look at. I know that always helps. So my website is studioktr.co.uk. Hop over there, look at how I've done my About Me page, and it'll give you kind of a real life example of how to implement this kind of strategy or outline. Okay, so when you think about your About Me page, what's the first thing you think about? You think of about me. You think people are going to that page because they want to learn about you, which isn't exactly true, okay? I know as a therapist or a coach or a nutritionalist or a healer, I know that one of the first things that you feel that you want to do on your About Me page is quick tell your audience about your qualifications, okay? I know you've worked very hard for your qualifications. I know that you feel more validated with them, and they are important, and I know how hard you work for them, but they are not the first thing that you should show on your About Me page. Okay, so the first thing that you want to have on your About Me page is an introduction, okay? You want them to know a little bit about you, but really what you want them to know is how you're going to help them. Yeah, so kind of like on the homepage, your real first most important thing that they want to know is how you're going to help them, right? They're not actually thinking about you, they're actually thinking about themselves and how you're going to help them. So in the beginning of your About Me page, talk about the transformation you are going to create for them. What are you going to help them do? How are you going to help them move along and get on to the next phase? Talk about not just how you're going to do it, but talk about what it is their dreams are. Really get in there, and this is where knowing your ideal client really comes into play. So any of the market research that you've done, where you've discovered exactly what your audience wants, this is where you talk to them about how you're going to help them solve those problems, okay? How are you going to help get them to the next level? And do you know their dreams? Do you know them? That's the kind of thing that you want to talk about. Okay, then you can slowly move on after you've done that kind of introduction to let them know what you stand for. So this is a little bit of letting them know about you, but also still about them. So in this section, talk about your vision and your mission, okay? So you're kind of talking about what your mission is, but how that includes them, right? So they can understand that what's important to you is also important to them. So kind of do like a vision and a mission section. Don't have to do exactly like I've done it, but you get the idea. Talk about what you're passionate about, and what, you know, why you're doing what you're doing. Why is it important to you, and how does it help them? Okay, then you can list your qualifications. Then it's a good time to say, hey, here's after you've explained to them, hey, my mission is this, and my vision for you is this. This is why I'm qualified to help you. Then you can list your qualifications. Talk about your degrees or your certifications or whatever it is that you can use to back up yourself, okay? Then if your reader is still with you and they're still interested in learning more, then it's really important to tell your story. Not everybody's going to make it this far down the page, but the people who are really interested in you will come to this section and they'll want to know more about you, okay? And just like in my industry, right, there are a lot of web designers and branding people out there. Tons of them, okay? And just like that, just like in your industry, there are a lot of people doing coaching. It's a really popular new, kind of area. And therapy, there's therapists out there, right? You know that, there's lots of them. So by sharing your story, you are, first of all, letting them know why you do what you do, why it's important to you. You're also letting them in on a little window of your life. You are allowing them into your world, which makes them feel special. You're giving them that little window into why you do what you do. And it makes you human, okay? It means that you're not just this guru out there that's helping people and you're uber qualified, but you don't know, but you haven't come from somewhere, right? Having a piece of paper is important. Having a degree is important. It's shown that you put the work in, but you also have to show why you have the motivation to do what you're doing, okay? And it also lets them know that they may be able to relate to you, right? So if they read your story, they might think, well, I've been through that too. Oh my gosh, she's definitely the right person to help me out here. Right? So sharing your story at the bottom is a really powerful tool, but don't share it at the beginning, because at the beginning it's about them, not you. Okay? But get into it at the bottom because a lot of people want to know. Okay? And yeah, so, and then also let's talk about imagery really quick here. So at the beginning of your page, it's okay to have some imagery of you that's really professional. Okay? In fact, the whole site, if you're going to put imagery of yourself, it should be professional imagery. However, at the bottom where you share your story, go ahead and share some personal photos, okay? Because our personal lives are not photo shoots, okay? Our personal lives are not just really glam shots of you and your family with the perfect lighting taken by a photographer and whatever. Okay, in your story section on the bottom of your About Me page, go ahead and show some like actual pictures that you've taken on your iPhone and of your family or whatever fits into your story. Because again, it adds to that genuineness, the realness of you and the realness of your story and your willingness to let people in on that little window of your world. Okay, so by using real pictures in that story section, it really helps people connect with you, not just the glossy side of you, but the real side of you. Okay, now I've talked about this before, I'll talk about it again. I know it's a scary thing to use pictures of yourself, but it's a necessity, okay? And I've said this a billion times too, but I will keep repeating it, that people need to know that they can make that intimate connection with you, whether you're a business coach or a branding coach, or a business coach or a nutritionalist or whatever it is. People want to feel comfortable with you, okay? They don't want to just come to a plain website and then just not see who it is they're dealing with, right? And a lot of you guys offer your services globally. You know, you do therapy sessions online, okay? So this is one of their first points, first port of calls of getting to know who you are. So if they can't see your picture, they're not gonna want to book with you because they have no idea who they're booking with, okay? And even bonus points if you feel comfortable enough doing it in video, because it's not just seeing an image of you, but it's being able to hear your voice, see your mannerisms, and see your vibe and your energy. And then they'll decide either you're the right person to connect with or you're definitely not the right person to connect with. And it acts as a filter, which is what we want to do with your brand. Okay, so hop on over to my website if you're feeling a little bit stuck. It's studioktr.co.uk, and you can see how I've implemented this formula into my About Me page. And then Monday, we'll be talking about your services and what's important to put on there, and then your contact page as well. If you guys have any questions, please put a comment in the post and I will try to answer your questions. Let me know that you're catching these videos because I want to make sure I'm delivering to you guys stuff that's really going to help you guys out, okay? So I'm always open to new ideas, but I also want to make sure that you're watching the videos, okay? And then I'll keep making them. So anyways, I have to dash off. I've already done this video once, so if this pops up on Facebook again, I'm going to be like, Facebook. Because I've already done this video once, and then it just never showed up. So I've done this now for a second time, so I'm hoping this works and that you guys can see this, and yeah. So anyways, I'm out of here. I'm going to stop rambling, and I hope that you guys have a lovely weekend, and join me on Monday where I'm talking about the services page. Okay, take care, guys.